Start with Ryan in the middle.
Hi, Ryan in the middle.
Hi, Jay Stanton. What's the proper tone for you to set and message for you to set for your guys, considering, you know, you probably don't want them focusing on the big hill, just the game tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's the same message we've had every single day, which take care of business and make sure we're doing the necessary things so that we can have some success tomorrow. And that's been consistent from day one. We're business-like, and we're here to take care of today's business, and we'll get ready for tomorrow.
So what do you see from your group? What do you sense from them? Would it be normal for there to be a bit of a disappointment hangover considering the magnitude of last night? And when does the switch get flipped?
Well, I think it got flipped when we went out on the ice today, and anytime you get to go out there and have a good crisp skate and flush out some of the lactic acid, you feel good about yourself, and you head into the next day clear-headed and mentally and physically ready to perform.
Stay on the left.
Jay, Zach Hyman mentioned the importance of getting to the dirty areas and spending a little bit more time around the blue paint. How does your group do that, and how do you create a few more of those second chance opportunities that haven't been very prevalent so far?
Well, I think you have to be prepared to shoot through structure, so you got to get the puck there, but you have to have bodies there as well in order to get those second and third chances. You know, I thought we created some decent opportunities yesterday, but not enough, and in the end, it was a 2-2 hockey game late in the third period, and we hit a post, and the puck went the other way, and it ended up in our net. And but in terms of the effort, the try, you know, I thought it was there for us. But again, I'd go back to it was a 2-2 hockey game, and difference was one play.
Right side, Josh.
Jay, Evander has a hearing with the league, obviously, after last night. Assuming you've now seen the replay, what did you think of the sequence? Yeah,
you know what, unfortunately, Nazem got hurt, so let's start with that. And I heard their press conference about how, you know, he is hurt. You know, I wish him the best. To me, that we've seen that play, that type of hockey play occur during the playoffs. It's unfortunate someone got hurt. We took a 5-minute penalty and were able to kill it off.
Left side, Mark.
On that note, can you maybe just speak like to the, it's easy for all of us and the fans because we watch that play in slow motion replay times, and we watch Landeskog hitting Yamamoto and McKinnon and all those things. We see it in slow motion. Can you maybe speak from your spot on the bench how fast it's going and how quick the decision-making is on all of these plays that get deemed dirty later that maybe at the time it seems like they're just competing?
Yeah, I think it's the fastest game on ice. And, you know, for our officials, you mentioned some of those calls. It's things happen in a split second. I think we have the best officials in the world. You know, when you review things, and then you go to the comparables and all that kind of stuff of similar plays that have happened during the playoffs and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's easy to do after the fact, but our officials have to make judgment calls in the immediate. And you know, as I said, we've seen those type of hockey plays here in the playoffs. It's unfortunate. He lost his balance, and Nazem was injured. But for me, you know, we did a good job killing that 5-minute penalty.
On the winning goal, it looked like Evan got surprised that all of a sudden Comper was there, and hindsight being what it was, maybe took the wrong path and he got shoved into the boards. Is that how you saw it? It looked like Evan all of a sudden, oh, man, where'd this guy come from?
No, I think Evan was quite clear that, you know, what the time on the clock was, and you know, that was one of those plays that those things happen in hockey. And as I said, you go from hitting the post at one end to a few seconds later taking it out of your net. That stuff happens in hockey, and that was the play that decided the game for sure.
Back row on the right, Tim.
Jay, if Evander is not available tomorrow, what will the biggest challenge of replacing him be?
Well, you know, I think the local media here would probably describe me as an optimist, and I don't think like that. I think Evander will be available for us tomorrow, and that's just my opinion. But you know, if things go the other way, we'll deal with it when it happens.
Jay, speaking of optimism, how do you guard against human nature kicking in and players looking at this thing and nobody comes back from 3-0, this thing's over?
Well, you know what I would say is we're here to win a game, and that message has been drilled into our team since February 11th. We're here to win one hockey game and take care of that day's business, and when you do that, outcomes take care of themselves.
You have to figure out which levers to pull and buttons to push with your lineup, and you've been doing that through the whole series. Would it, knowing I won't get any answers from you, would it be safe to say that that formula you had last game, you guys were, you know, as close in that game as you'd been, that you liked the look of that, and that you don't necessarily think that there's dramatic change necessary?
Yeah, I thought we played a good hockey game yesterday. We scored on our second shift. You know, early in the game. We killed off 7 minutes of penalties in the first 11 or 12 minutes of the game. And if you looked at the even strength scoring chances and even strength shots on net, I thought it was a pretty even game. We killed too many penalties, so we can do some things to clean stuff up on that side of things. But our penalty kill's been a source of momentum for us, and even strength. I thought it was a very good hockey game. So our lineup, everyone that was in it gave us everything they had yesterday.
We'll do 2 more questions. Front right.
Mike Smith, you just mentioned you guys kill off. He made a few huge saves, especially early on, and then a couple of those goals are probably ones that he wants back. Just what have you thought of his play in this series overall?
Yeah, I thought Mike gave us a chance to win the game last night, and it was, you know, if we didn't have some of those saves that you mentioned, we're not even discussing being tied 2-2 late in the third period. So, you know, he's a battler, and he gave us a chance to win the game last night.
Last question, back left.
Not to harp on it, but you were pretty clear that you thought McKinnon's hit on Draisaitl was a slew foot last night.
Yeah, I did.
You seem to not be thinking Kane did anything wrong. I know you don't want to throw your own bus, but
no.
Did you see it as a bad?
I thought Evander Kane took a 5-minute penalty yesterday, and that is what he got. He received a 5-minute penalty. And you asked me the question about that play last night. I thought it was a slew foot. It's my opinion.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.